gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Rover Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. NFL, week number 8. Alright, kind of recap of week 7 a little bit. Win-loss, I went 10-4. Against the spread, I went 8-6. Over-under, I went 7-7. Which brings the year-to-date totals to 57-48-2 on win-loss. 42-65 against the spread. And then 66-41 on the over-under. The theme of week 7, to go for the win or go to overtime. What do you do? I would think you would kick a field goal, kick a extra point and go for the win and go for overtime. But that's just me. But hey. We all know what game we're talking about over the weekend. Some interesting matchups this weekend, some interesting games. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and start off here with week 8. We're going to put week 7 behind us. I won a fantasy. Bam. So yeah, of course, Ben Roethlisberger and James Conner are my 2 top players in fantasy this year, along with Adam Thielen. But you know, my 2 Pittsburgh players. Pittsburgh going to buy. Who do I start a quarterback? Who do I go pick up? What should I do for quarterback? Jimmy Garoppolo was my fantasy quarterback. We all know what happened there. So I haven't had a backup. I'm like, frick, I need a backup quarterback. So I went out and picked up Mitchell Trubisky. Thanks, Mitchell. Appreciate it. Had a good game. His second best game of the year. So yeah, I needed that. Even in a loss, I needed that. Alright, Thursday Night Football. You know, before we get into week 8, we had these games to go to London. Teams play on Sunday. They fly out on Thursday to go to London. Have a short day over there. You know, the time zone's what, 3 or 4 hours difference. We know what it does to teams in the United States go from the West Coast to the East Coast and playing, and vice versa. I have a thought, NFL. I have a thought. Here's what we do. Alright, so we go to 2 preseason games. We get rid of 2 preseason games. Alright, so now the Players Association is going to be happy. The owners are pissed. We add back a regular season game. Well, the owners are still pissed because you just lost a game. Well, you know what? The preseason game, all you lose is concessions. Tickets are already paid for. Tickets are involved in the regular season package. So let's just do that. We have 2 preseason games. We have 17 regular season games. Alright. So you still have your 8 home games, your 8 road games. So when we do the London trip, or we do whatever, we do this. Each team has 2 bye weeks. Okay, that should make the Players Association happy. So you have your Thursday, everybody has on Thursday night. So this way you have a bye week, you play Thursday night. Bam. So you start the season, your first Thursday night game is your Super Bowl rematch. I love doing that. I like that idea. First game, Super Bowl rematch. At the site of the winning Super Bowl, of the Super Bowl winning team. So let's say, for instance, this year is Kansas City, St. Louis is the Super Bowl. Week 1, and say St. Louis wins. Los Angeles. St. Louis is never getting a football team again. You have the LA Rams versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Super Bowl. Rams win. Week 1 is in LA. Week 2, both those teams have a rematch. Maybe do this. No, do this. You have 2 Thursday night games. Week 1. Okay? So you have 2 Thursday night games in week 1. Rams Chiefs. Dolphins Chargers. Okay? Your week 2 matchup is 2 of those teams. So you have 2 teams that play back-to-back Thursdays. Somebody has a bye week in week 2. Week 2, bye week. Week 3, they play on Thursday. Week 4, they go to London. What? So you have a bye week, you play Thursday, the following week you go to London. So you have your 17 regular season games, you have 8 home games, 8 road games, 1 neutral site game. Have that be a London game. Every team gets to go to London that way. So or London or wherever you want to go throughout the world. That way you're getting the American football out in the world. You're having it as a neutral site game, so nobody's losing any home game revenue. And that way you have a Thursday night game, so you have 10 days off for your next game, and you use that time to travel. So you get a full week off, you travel, you have your game, you come back, you have a home game when you come back. Bam. That fixes it all. We only have 2 preseason games. Preseason's stupid anyway. You have the season is about the same length because you have 17 bye weeks. You have 2 bye weeks and a 17-game regular season. So you're adding, you're adding 2 weeks to the regular season. You're taking away 2 preseason games. Kabam! I just fixed American football. All right, Thursday night with the Miami Dolphins at 4-3 versus the Houston Texans at 4-3. Houston is favored by 7.5 at home. I got them winning. I got Miami covering the 7.5. I'm taking over in the 44.5. Next, in London, the battle of 3 and 4 teams with the Philadelphia Eagles 3-4 versus the Jacksonville Jaguars 3-4. Yeah, no. Alright, bless me. Alright, so Philadelphia favored by a field goal on the road. This is an extreme road game for them. I got the Eagles winning, covering the field goal 3 and under the 41.5. I think it'll be a pretty low scoring game. Next, we have the Denver Broncos 3-4 versus the 6-1 flying high Kansas City Chiefs. Is Pat Mahomes the best quarterback in Kansas City Chiefs history? We are 7 games into him as a everyday starting quarterback. That is a big statement to make. How many players have taken off on their first chance at being a starting quarterback? There's been a few. Steve Bono. Let me think who else. Oh, there was that one guy that was in New England who fucking cashed in. Not Matt Flynn, the other one. Matt Castle, yeah, that's the one. So yeah, I agree he's top notch. I agree he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. Let's give it a couple of years before we put him in the Hall of Fame. Kansas City favored by 10 at home. Easily they're going to win. Cover the 10. Over on the 55. Next, we have the Washington Redskins at 4-2 versus the New York Football Giants at 1-6. Now, the Giants are in a unique position here. The Giants, the Cardinals, the 49ers, and the Raiders are all battling for the number 1 draft pick. So, are the Giants at a spot where it's best to just tank and say, fuck it, and be done to get that number 1 draft pick? Or are they trying so they'll be horrible and not get the number 1 draft pick? What does one do? You have the running back, you have stud running back. Then the question is Eli Manning done? And then you got to answer the question, what do we do with Odell Beckham Jr.? We have one of the best wide receivers in football. Do we hang on to him? Do we build around him? Him and Saquon Barkley? Do we draft a quarterback next year? Or do we trade Beckham for a couple first rounders or first round, second round? Get another stud running back or quarterback. Get a young wide receiver and build up again. Decisions. Redskins beat them. Redskins are favored by 1 on the road. Are you fucking serious? This is the Trashville New York Giants. Redskins win, cover the 1, under on the 42.5. Next, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 3-3 versus the Cincinnati Bengals at 4-3. Bengals favored by 4.5. I got them winning, covering, and over on the 54. Next, we have the battle of the 3-3 teams. It's 3-3 Seattle Seahawks versus the 3-3 Detroit Lions. Detroit favored by a field goal at home, winning, covering, over on the 49.5. Next, we have the 3-4 New York Jets versus the 3-3 Chicago Bears. Bears favored by a touchdown. I got them winning, covering, and over on the 46. Next with the Baltimore Ravens, 4-3. So we always talk about defense, defense, defense. If you look back at 2000, the Ravens won the Super Bowl with Trent Dilfer as their quarterback. Defense carried. Is this defense as good as that one? That's a good question. Different era. Carolina Panthers, 4-2. So, the Ravens lost to a gunslinging Drew Brees last week. What are they going to do this week with Cam Newton? Not only can he throw the ball downfield, but he can scramble a little bit. Ravens are favored by 1.5. I got them winning. I got them covering, and I'm saying under on the 43. I think it'll be a defensive game. Next, we have the Cleveland Browns, 2-4-1 versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, 3-2-1. It's a tie. It ends in a tie. Can we have two ties involving the same two teams in the same year? I'm going to pick Pittsburgh to win. They are favored by 8. I got Cleveland covering at 8. So by my calculations, I have Cleveland covering the 8. If it ends in a tie, I get that one. Taking under on the 51. It was a 21-21 all tie. So I would get that one. So, I'm thinking it ends in a tie. I'm still going to pick Pittsburgh to win. The ties on this side one. Cleveland covers the 8 and under on the 51. Next, we have the Indianapolis Colts, 2-5 versus the Oakland Raiders, 1-5. So, how many first-round draft picks have to pay off for John Gruden to look like a genius? I'm thinking all 3. As we know, I'm referring to the Amari Cooper trade for a number 1 draft pick. Who held a gun to the head of the GM to say, all right, you want Amari Cooper? We get him 1 draft pick. What the fuck was... Oh, my God. But anyway, Indy played well last week. They're favored by 3. I got them winning, covering, and under on the 50. Next, we have the Green Bay Packers, 3-1 versus the St. Louis Rams. The Los Angeles Rams, 7-0. Whew, flying high. Rams are favored by 9. They win. They cover. Under on the 56.5. Next, we have the... Fuck, I don't know what the hell you want to call this game. Who's watching this game? The 1-6 San Francisco 49ers versus the 1-6 Arizona Cardinals. 2 of your 1-win teams face off here. They're both... The 49ers are 0-4 on the road. The Cardinals are 0-4 at home. This is a dumpster fire game. Arizona's favored by 1. So, what do you do here if you're Arizona? Are you losing because you want the number 1 draft pick? If you're the 49ers, are you losing because you want the number 1 draft pick? Who's trying in this game? Well, you got to look at the Giants and the Raiders also. They have 1 loss. So, I mean, come on. This dumpster fire game here. I guess they'll pick the Cardinals to win. I don't know. They're at home. They're favored by 1. I guess they win. They cover. Under on the 43. I don't know. Next, we have, could be an NFC championship matchup. We have the 5-1 New Orleans Saints versus the 4-2-1 Minnesota Vikings. The Vikes favored by 1 at home. That's just a little 1 point. Here you go. I'm giving that 1 to the Saints. I got them winning, covering, and over on the 52.5. And on Monday Night Football, we have the 5-2 New England Patriots. I know, 4 weeks ago, we're like, oh my God, what's wrong with Tom Brady? Ain't nothing wrong with Tom Brady. Buffalo Bills, 2-5. Patriots favored by 13.5. I got them winning, covering, and over on the 44. All right, that wraps up Week 8 of the NCAA. Week 8 of the NFL football season. Oh my God, my brain is not working this morning. All right, well, thank you very much for watching the Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content. I need more caffeine in the mornings before I do videos. Have a great day.